Hey everyone, my guitar is now officially out of tune. Winters in the Midwest are horrible for your tuning because the humidity is non-existent. So you go from like this 60% humidity all the time, summer, fall even, and then all of a sudden all the moisture is sucked out of the earth. It's like a deleted scene from Lord of the Rings, but my Strat stayed in tune. Today we are looking at this modification. I just want to use the stinger. It's been a while. So yeah, the Big Muff Nano. So this is considered like Big Muff New York City, standard Big Muff. By no means does it need a mod. These are amazing as they are. If you like what you just heard, just go buy one from them. They're great little affordable pedals. I think they're made well. They have all the sound you want from a Big Muff. You can get on the internet and hear people ramble on about blobbity blobbity blah blahs, but this sounds exactly like it should, and it's done really well. So JHS, as many of you know, was kind of founded on doing modifications. I've shown you this before. This is like a very early Boss mod that kind of got me going, that and a DS1 mod. And so that whole line of JHS and the history of JHS expanded, and we did a lot of different modifications. I would come up with these mods, and in the early days, I did them all myself. And then as we grew, we actually put some of the latter mods, while we still did them, on the assembly line. So we'd have certain models of pedals that we modded in an assembly line fashion, just like our normal pedals. And a lot of these were some of the EHX Nano stuff. The Soul Food, let me know in the comments if you want to learn the Soul Food mod on a later episode. But this was a really popular one, and it was called the MoonPie. I'm from the South, and my dad's favorite treat is a MoonPie sandwich. I'm not going to look that up for you. If you don't know what a MoonPie is, I'm sorry. But that was the mod. It was called the JHS MoonPie. So today I'm going to walk you through that. And here's what I need to know in the chat. I want to keep this around an hour as usual. Probably won't happen, but I'll try. I kind of want to mod this one crazy and give it away, but like let you know the standard mod specs. In the comments real quick, let me get some feedback on, do you want me to basically do the MoonPie mod, but like do a unique one of one mod here and give that away? So whoever gets it gets something special. Either way, you can have these specs, and I'll stick by most of them. This is the MoonPie mod. There's nothing crazy here. This is good old-fashioned Big Muff mods. The diodes, D1 through D4, they're really crucial to how the Big Muff clips. If we look at a schematic, I have one from Electro Smash pulled up. The diodes are extremely crucial because they are where the circuit clips. A little factoid here. The Big Muff is one of the first ever soft clippers. It predates it's crazy. This is soft clipping in a feedback loop for a guitar pedal. This did not exist. Bob Meyer pulled this idea from his work at Bell Labs, and this is a radio limiting circuit. So you'll notice you have a transistor. Well, you have several. It's like a buffer. This is an LPB1. This whole thing is just a booster to make it louder over here. But these circled in blue, this is where your distortion's coming from, the clipping amplifiers. And those diodes, if you pull them, there's a lot you can do there. So for instance, if you just remove them, that's essentially a Sola Sound like Supa tone bender. You know, the Sola Sound tone benders that are Big Muff clones, they essentially just don't have those diodes. And that's really cool because they sound really wild. So today we're just going to modify the clipping stage really. And we're also going to mess with a resistor that causes the circuit to gate. So let me look in here at the comments while I was yakking. What do we got here? Unique Do the unique, do the one of one, do the one. Okay. One of one, one of one. Okay. So here's the, you can screenshot this if you want to mod yours to the specs. That's the mod we used to do. If you look on the internet, it's a little stupid how expensive these have gotten. There's nothing that special about these mods. It's just the rarity, and the JHS collectors love them. You know, don't go pay $300 for this. Just mod one yourself. But that's it. You can screenshot it. Now I'm gonna take this sticky, put it like you can read that. I'm gonna put it right there. Okay. And then as I do this new mod, I'm going to essentially write it down for you. I think it'll be almost the same. One thing I want to play with here potentially is I think I'm going to ditch, if we're going to mod it, like let's mod it. You know what I mean? So a potential thing with the Big Muff is it generally uses like a classic silicon 1N4148 or 1N916 diode. Like this is just classic, right? Okay, so generally in the mod, take a toggle switch. I'm going to teach you how to wire it up, and you can do this to any pedal that has clipping diodes. So the mod switch you're going to learn today, you could do it to tube screamers, blues breakers, anything with clipping diodes. So that's applicable across the board. I'm going to leave one side of it LED clipping because I love LED clipping in a Big Muff. Okay. But I think I'm going to use some of these Soviet germanium diodes. So it'll be like a Big Muff with germanium clipping. And I mean, I don't know about you, but that's a buzzword sentence. That's a buzz sentence. It's today will be the one of one JHS MoonPie germanium. That's what we're going to do. Okay. I also have a couple things here. I have a diode substitution box. This is from Copper Sound. I might use this because I could just plug it into a breadboard and we could audition different diodes. I may not do that depending on the time, but if you're not aware, please go over to Copper Sound. This stuff is amazing. I'm going to get back to breadboarding, I promise. But look at all this. These sub boxes, even for mods, like the diode box alone right here. So it's $59. That's a cup of coffee. That diode substitution box, get that, and then just get you the smallest breadboard they make over here. Just get like the boring little small breadboard just so you have one. The mini, look at the mini. How much is the mini? $29. So mine's right here. Let me go back to the camera. Nope, it's denying me. Okay. Oh my God. Where you at, bro? Hold on. My live stream thing's like, not today. Okay. So what you can do here is once we wire into the PCB, you can essentially, you can take your breadboard. You don't have to use the jacks here for this, but you could like have your wire coming from the modded board over, and then you could just connect like that. And then you could roll through diodes kind of with this, like a little diode jig. It's like just an easy way to get some, get something going unique and hear the diodes before you commit to solder. So, all right, first things first, let's disassemble this. As I state all the time, I'm doing a lot on these lives, but I have some good help in the chat. Belle and Joshua are in there. I'm manning a camera, audio, soldering, etc., etc. So forgive me if I don't get to your thing. I rarely get to look over. I'm going to stay focused and try to wrap this up in 45 minutes or something, and I'll walk you through stuff. There's a link in the description to an Amazon list that I made. That's my favorite tools. You'll see me use a bunch of those tools today. So you can just click that link in the description, and it's just like, I have a little Amazon, I don't know what they're called. It let me make a list, and then you can click my list, and it makes it easy for you. And I think I make like 8 cents on it or something, so whatever. But it's handy for everyone constantly messaging, wanting to know what's the part you used. I am going to have to drill today, so Lord help me. I have my Dyson down here. If you've watched the past, we'll we'll try to clean that up. So let's unhook this and just go to town. First things first, we need to disassemble it fully. So we'll take the back off. You got 4 screws. While I do this, I can read a little bit. I love this community. Y'all are hilarious. I just also love there's 1,000 people in here hanging out. What a fun community, gathering around ridiculous pedals. Let's see here. So I'm glad that there are legitimately, the last few lives I've done like this, I got off the live and there were like around 10,000 people watching me disassemble and destroy pedals. Thanks for that. It's really fun and hilarious, and I love you all very much. You are a blast to hang out with. All right, so there's the inside of the pedal. It is through hole. These are still made through hole, meaning they do not have surface mount parts. So we got to just get all this out of here. Now I'm going to be using this area. First of all, I need to put a potentiometer in there, and I need to put a switch. So there will be no place for a battery. We're going to just right now, we're just going to pill, you know, like when your mom's like, don't pick at your scabs. Well, Mom, get over it. Because here's the scab I'm picking at. I'm just cutting the battery connector out. Oh, that hurts someone. Someone's hurt. Sorry. You'll never forgive me for that. If you're hurt, just let me know in the comments. All right, the next thing about this pedal is, I'm going to say it. These are the stupidest knobs to get off. You end up scratching the case. I have this tool that I don't know where I got this. It's called a... It doesn't even have a name. It has a phone number. This is so old. It has a phone number on it. Hold on. Can you even see? Wait. Yeah, 1-800-422-CLIP. Somebody please call this. It's a Z10-256-2500. It has no part number. I wish I was more help. Oh, wait. Easy off remover. I was wrong. Easy off remover. Okay, so hypothetically, on a normal pedal, it works pretty well, but this is not a normal pedal. These knobs are straight from Sheol, and they do not want to come off. So you just kind of shove this under there. Okay, that worked. Or you can take a pair of pliers and just, you're going to ruin the knobs, right? You need to know this, but that's okay because I'm going to put the red JHS knobs on this. So let's just keep taking these knobs off. Ah, here we go. Okay, well, easy off remover is getting it off. It's not easy. I feel like I could cut my hand open here. Nothing like some blood on a live stream. Ow! That hurt. That did hurt. I have a small cut. I did cut myself. I'm going to need to report that to HR. JHS HR. I'm going to need to file a claim. Sorry, Hope. All right, let's start disassembling this. Where are the little cups? My little cup friends. Where are you? Where are you? My little magnetic cups. I love them dearly, and I've done something stupid with them. Hold on. Come on, Josh. Josh. That's good. I'm just knocking stuff over here. All right, I found a cup. It's a little metal cup here. In that Amazon link, I put some magnetic bowls. I've apparently lost those bowls to some bin. But you want to keep all your parts in here. There's nothing worse than losing parts. Okay? I love A.R. Mendez. He quoted 9 Inch Nails or the great Johnny Cash. I hurt myself today. That's the theme of this live. I hurt myself today to see if I still... Never mind. Blood Muff. All right. So we're just keeping organized. I know how it is because you're all probably like me. You're a little antsy and you want to just rip stuff apart and you want to get it done. Don't do that. Go slow. Keep your parts together. Now I've got blood coming out of my hand. Tell you what, can't have nice things. Just can't have nice things. I'm bleeding. Let's keep disassembling. These rocket sockets, they're not in the cart because they're not on Amazon, but these are awesome. I wish my camera would focus on what, there we go. Rocket socket. These are great. You can find those at pedalparts.com, I believe. So I'm just loosening this up and you can actually kind of leave those attached because there's a cut here, which is going to allow the board to come up. You don't have to pull those all the way off if you don't want. You do, however, have to pull that nut all the way off the foot switch. This should lift out. That was so painless that I'm afraid. I'm afraid for my well-being. I feel like something bad's going to happen. All right, here we go. I'm going to pull this foam thing out because we're not going to have a battery. And I know that I hurt someone. I hurt you. You're offended. But I'm sorry. I just can't please everyone, and I've got to put that pot and that switch in there. All right. There's our case. Later, you like my arm there? That's nice. Later, we'll adorn it with the JHS pedal stickers. But for now, we got to get modding. I got my iron set really hot. And got a solder sucker here. Vampire Tools is a new one. Again, this link's in there. I've been using an older one, but this one's nice. I think Belle bought these. Thanks, Belle. It's got some serious suction. All right. Here's the solder side of the board. Okay. Let's zoom on down. These are going to be the desolder points. We're not having to desolder a ton. Let's go ahead and remove this LED because I want to put an obnoxious blue one in there just to offend some of you because I know some of you hate the blue one. So you're going to notice there's a standoff. This black thing is a standoff that keeps the distance proper. So we're going to unsolder those 2 points and pull this LED out, okay? Turning my fan on, white noise. Here we go. Just take a nap. Just go to sleep. It's perfectly fine. You have nothing to prove. You've worked hard today. Just go to sleep. Let the sound of the solder machine. I tried green noise the last few nights. My wife found this. I'm a fan of brown noise. I didn't know green noise was a thing. I like to know who's discovering these noises and where they're finding them. But green noise was great. That is a really good solder sucker. Dang. I'm bleeding worse, but who cares? That removed every bit of the solder. So I'm heating the joint. And there's a button on the side, and bam. I have a trash can between my legs here. So I just like throw my clippings and old solder. That should essentially, nope, not all off. Let's heat it up a little bit more. I still haven't found my helping hands from the other day. Those of you who want to make fun of me, do that in the chat. I had to order another one because I lose stuff. I do too many things and then I can't find things. All right, let's imagine this just comes out. It broke, but yeah, it broke, meaning I just got to unsolder the rest of that leg. We need to save that standoff. That standoff is important. We can throw this little guy away. That's not needed. So if you're wanting to know exactly what the crap I just mentioned there, I just need to unsolder. There's a piece of a leg still stuck in there, so I can just heat it up and keep unsoldering. Sometimes you'll remove a part, but the leg, so to speak, it is the leg. I don't know why I said so to speak. The leg will just break off if there's, if it's still hung up there. Man, that one's stubborn. I'm gonna go back in from this side. This has nothing to do with the sound either. Part of me hates that this is taking this long. How many of you, this is your first time on Short Circuit? If it is, thank you for coming and hanging out. I want to tell you there's a playlist with tons and tons. I have taught circuit. I've taught so much circuitry and how things work. That is not coming out. I'm going to add solder now. If you have a part that's like, I refuse to come out, actually putting solder back on it is helpful because it will reflow. I really wish I had my helping hands thing. It'll reflow the old solder. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but it works. Oh, so there's a playlist, JHS Show Short Circuit, and I have dove crazy into a bunch of classic circuits, and you should go check it out if you're new to this. There's some other mods on there, but there's a lot of breadboarding where I'm teaching how circuits work. It's free. And yeah, we're just glad to have you in the community. Did that come out finally? Oh my gosh. That is a booger. There. Okay. So we've cleared the LED out. Why do I even try to use that camera? We've cleared that pad. You can see straight through the back. See there? Yeah. All right. So we've cleared that out. Let's just go ahead and put the blue LED in there. How about that? Here's a blue super bright. I'm going to put it in the standoff. And just like that. Just put it in the standoff. I'll try to slow down because the camera's like, chill out, man. There's some markings on the circuit board. And you'll see a line at the top. That's the cathode. So you want the short leg of the LED to go in the cathode, the top. Short leg top is all you need to know. And you put that in, and you put it in just like that. See the spacer is there? Okay. Now we're just going to solder that back. Exhaust fan. Exhaust fan. There's an exhaust fan. Dun, dun. This is a Talking Head song you've never heard. Exhaust fan. It's exhausting to be an exhaust fan. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see if that LED comes on. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Obnoxious blue. Some of y'all hate it. Some of you love it. I chose it. There's nothing you can do about it. You just got to roll with the punches. All right, that's going to be so bright, it's going to blind several of you, and I'm sorry for that. All right, next up, we want to remove... So I'm going to keep a track of what I'm doing here. Let's remove all diodes. Remember, this is the 1 of 1 mod. Remove all diodes. So that's D1, D2, D3, and D4. You're going to remove them all. Okay, and I don't know what we're doing yet. We're just going to remove them all, and that desoldering took so long that we may be here till midnight. I don't think so. So locate the clipping diodes. I need a pointer. I need one. Here we go. There's D1. There's D2. There's D3 and D4. So let's remove these. Real simple. Right here. Remember what I taught you about the Sharpie? You don't have to do this, but I'm going to put an X right here. That means I need to remove those pads. Okay. Now, why not do that over here? Bazinga. X marks the spot. We're going to remove those. So I need to remove 8 pads. And that LED almost took me out. So let's see what happens here. White noise, we're back. Glad you could join us. All right. Clean off that soldering tip. Here we go. Lord be with us as I engage in desoldering. All right. I don't know why that voice happened. Someone commented on it and thought I was making fun of a certain culture. Really, I'm just bored and making cartoon voices, so nobody be offended. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna add solder to all of these. These are boogered little, these are boogers. I'm gonna add solder to every joint. I'm gonna let it flow. Cause it's not the greatest. Boca Negra in the chat used to modify these. He might have some fun memories or anecdotes. Anecdotes? How you say it? I don't know. Let's see. I'm just adding solder because it's not wanting to flow. I'm going to try my original solder sucker now that I've praised that one. I'm starting to think that the old school one here might have more power. Maybe it's all, maybe I'm deceived. I mean, that's nothing to joke about right there. That's pretty serious. Huh. It's got a nice click. It kind of sounds like the shutter on a Leica. Oh yeah. It's probably made in Germany. German-made solder suckers. 100% markup. I love German stuff. Specifically the cameras. Huh. I'm melting Sharpie. It's a great smell. It's one of the downfalls of writing on the board is you're heating the Sharpie and it's really nasty. So these joints are not fun. What I mean by that is they're not like cleanly desoldering. You just have to keep at it. Don't get ahead of yourself and do not start ripping on it until you've removed as much solder as you can, because you will regret it. You will end up tearing the board to shreds. You just got to make sure you're actually getting the solder completely removed from through the PCB, off of the legs of the parts. You will regret yanking on parts that are not fully desoldered. I'm just telling you, if you're a beginner, don't do the mistake so many of us have made. We blazed the trail for you so that we could tell you. All right, I'm gonna actually use desoldering braid, which I also hate. I'm using a lot of stuff that I hate today. This is desoldering braid. Did I mention I hate it? I think I hate it. So I've been using it. Essentially, it's like a little wick, and you can lay it on the part and it'll heat it up. And in the toughest of situations, you're gonna wanna desolder that way. Did I mention I hate it? I don't think I did. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. I hate it because it burns my hands. Do you see that smoke coming up? It's removing it all. Okay. All right. There's a reason I put it in the Amazon cart. It's actually removing it very well. Dadgummit. It's working better than the solder sucker on this board. Ah, it's working so good. I'm so angry. I didn't want it to work because I don't like it. You know, life is just here to humble us. Ah, it's like removing all of it. Dadgummit. Why you gotta be so fly? This solder wick has like +10 aura right now. W-Riz solder wick. My son would be so embarrassed. He uses these terms. I don't know what they mean. I'm just throwing them off. I think this solder braid is on God. No cap. Yeah, my son would kill me. I'll probably pull it up later and show him. That way he can get really embarrassed that I'm his father. It's fine. All right, that solder wick really works. Let's see if these diodes pull. I'm not optimistic because they're just boogers, right? So we're going to take some like slightly aggressive little sharp but grabbable pliers, okay? Let's see. Nope. My Lord, that is so ridiculous. Okay, I got to keep going. Like, it's just not removing it. This is the most boring short circuit that's ever been aired. Come, short circuit. Watch Josh just solder stuff for 6 hours. For those of you asking, I've seen some snarky comments. I do have desoldering guns. They're at the shop. I don't need them here. I mean, apparently, okay, that's a lot of smoke. Apparently I do, but I have never had one at this bench. So there's an actual type of soldering iron that it physically removes the solder. It has like a pump in it. Okay, I'm practicing what I preach here, which is I gotta slow down and be patient. All right, that diode fell out, I think. I want to show you that you just gotta be slow and calm the junk down. No cap, for real, bussin'. Okay, just hang with me there. I'm ingesting some real flavorful stuff here. Okay. Oh my God, what universe are these diodes from? There! One of them came out. Okay, there's one. 3 more to go. Hold on. Could it be? 2 of them are out because I was patient. Good job, Josh. Good job. All right, let's do the other side. I'm so close. Remember, if you hang around, I'm going to drill and possibly hurt myself. You can see that on screen. Today's full of all kinds of probable injuries. Just know that. Just be fully engaged here. There could be some blood. It's probably like Brian Regan says, where he says it's blood light. I think it'll be blood light today. Like, there's not gonna be any severed limbs or anything. So we're good. Sorry, I'm gonna move this into the field of view because I know it's riveting. Everyone's like, I really want to see smoke coming off a solder board. It's so exciting. Here we go. Oh man, we're cooking right now. Let's see. And we shall try to remove the diodes. Oh, is the number 3 ready? It's out. Come on, number 4 diode. No, you're stubborn. You're stubborn. Okay, we're so close. I can feel it. We just got to get this one stupid diode out. Did I mention I hate desoldering braid? I don't think I've mentioned that. Melt. Melt. We got a lot of smoke, which is good. Come on. If you're wondering about parts and what to buy, there is a link in the description. A parts list for Amazon. I built it for all of you. Go check it out. I have soldering irons, what kind of stuff, all the tools, all the stuffs. All right, so everything is out. All the diodes are out. I'm just gonna go back over with the desoldered pump because there's still a leg or 2 hanging on for dear life. Let's see here. Yep, we're just removing some legs that are real broken. Nope, that one didn't come out. I'm telling you, this PCB is a booger. This one, I'm so close, y'all. I can feel it. Almost think, well, I'm torn because part of me wants to do like they do on the cooking shows, where it's like, you know, they're like, here's a beef Wellington, and then it's just suddenly done. Like, part of me, let me vacuum. Part of me, you got to get the shavings up, you know what I'm saying? So part of me is like, should I just have one desoldered? But I feel like y'all are crazy and you like watching me go through the pain. So, you know, I'm looking through here. There's one leg. It's just, I got it. We're done. We're done desoldering. Who wants to hear a big muff with no diodes? I do. Big muff, no diodes. It's just going to be ridiculously loud. It's going to be so loud, I'm going to die. We're going to have to, like, JHS is going to have to figure it out. I don't know. I guess Bell will run the company, or Boki will just run the company. It's the least I could do. All right. Here's a big muff, no diodes. Here we go. Okay, I can already feel the questions because 70,000 people asked last time when I did the Blues Driver mod. How does it work with no diodes? So the diodes are just, if you look on the schematic, red circles up top, they're just inside of a currently working circuit. They are not blocking. They are not true path for any of the audio. They're just supplementary in the gain stages for clipping off the waveform. So you don't have to have clipping diodes. Okay. Now that that's done, we can... What am I going to do? Do I want to do the toggle? There's so many decisions. So many decisions. There are 1,500 people on here. Y'all are insane. You're insane. I'm just going to start doing videos of me doing boring things, and just the views will be there apparently. I'm just going to have like a video of me cleaning my shoes one evening, you know. Hey, look, I'm just cleaning my shoes. All right. I need to make a decision, and that decision is, let's put in a gain switch. Now that these pesky diodes are out, these diodes that hated me, now that they're out, let's do this. Let's leave these diodes out. Okay? That's part of the original MoonPie mod. Just leave them out. Okay? That's the first stage. So what we're doing here, if you look, let's use the color green. That's those diodes right there. We're just going to leave them out. We don't need them. Now we're going to put a gain toggle on that. Okay? We're going to put a gain toggle there. So let's do that. How do we do a gain toggle, you ask? Well, we're going to take a toggle switch. This switch has 3 connections on the back. I'm still bleeding, just so you know. It is called an on. Oh, that's on. That would only do 2 positions. So I'm going to do this one. This has too many connections on the back, so I'm just not going to use some of those. I'm going to use these 3, and it's on, off, on. Okay. So here, if I draw this out, let's see here. Like, let's draw it on the sticky note for you. So the way I'm going to wire this, I'm going to go germanium. I'm going to put germanium on one side. You just want to face the diodes in opposite directions like this. So I'm actually going to take them and I'm going to twist you're going to make one joined diode out of two. This is called parallel. They have to face different directions though with polarity. So that's going to hit that top toggle right there. Okay. Then I'm going to take these LEDs. Same thing, because LEDs are awesome. You know what? I'm not going to do the LEDs because this is a special mod and I don't want to, because we have a middle position on the switch, which is no diodes. So the sound you just heard when the switch is in the middle, the camera is falling. When the switch is in the middle, you're going to hear the sound I just had. That'll be part of the sound. Okay. So you're going to have middle is none. That'll be that position. When the switch is down, that's going to be germanium. Okay. And let's do the traditional stock kind of diode. Keep in mind, this mod will not have both stages, so it's never really going to sound stock. But it's still a big muff. All right. So we're going to do that. That's the arrangement. So, Josh, how do you do this? Well, first off, we're just going to solder these little connections that we have made here together. Just going to solder them in. Like this. So I've wound them up. I'm just going to dab some solder on here. And oh my gosh, the smoke's going to kill me. I'm just soldering it like that. Okay. Nothing fancy. Then I'm going to take my wire clippers. I'm going to take my clippers and I'm going to clip off these parts. See these parts? Just going to clip them. Now look what I built. Just like Tony Stark, I built something unimaginable. A single diode, two diode. I don't actually know what the name of that is. It's just a parallel diode pair. I'm just clipping this off, right? Two diodes become one. It's a U2 song. Okay? So that's the switch arrangement. That's going to be silicon, and that's going to be germanium, and that's going to be open, blow your head off. Okay? That's all I'm doing here. So let's wire those on. Okay. Now, how do you wire those on? Well, this switch is dumb. I don't need this switch. I'm just going to use half. This will actually switch a lot of stuff at once. I don't need to do that. I'm just going to do this. So down one side of the switch. I'm going to leave that middle lug open. The middle one open. Okay. I'm using half the switch. Don't let that confuse you. It's all I have. And now I'm going to solder that in there. I'm doing pretty good on time. If I don't have a catastrophe drilling the enclosure, we will see. I'm soldering that on. Now I'm soldering that on. Okay. Now I got these wings I don't want. We don't want wings. Get them off of there. Get the wings off of there. Clip them. Now I have my switch with the diodes on it. When I go that way, it's germanium. Because it goes kind of it goes across, right? So if it's pointed this way, it's this set of diodes. If I go this way, pointed that way, it's that set of diodes. So it kind of, it makes an X inside. All right, so now we have to wire this up. I have some real standard wire here. Nothing fancy, but I'm just gonna put too much because I don't have time to like do it too short and make a mistake. As always, disclaimer, these live episodes, they're not about making like cork sniffer fancy pedals. This is about teaching you how to do stuff. So the insides of some of these, you know, I'm doing this on a live while doing 100 other things, so they may not be perfect, but they're going to sound great, and we'll warranty it forever. All right, so now I have two pieces of wire that are fairly equal. Okay, I'm going to strip the ends off. Strip the ends off each piece. All right, everybody tracking with me here? I love this. William DeSalvia, what? Jeremy Cole, if Josh hurts himself drilling, you guys have to clip it out for a short. That's what I'm talking about. You got to just make content. You know, you got to take advantage of the pain. Michael Stipe said everybody hurts, and he saw me doing this mod today. Solder that wire on the middle. Okay. We got the middle soldered. Now this is where you got to pay attention, folks. I'm getting closer to having this switch assembled. I have a wire in the middle, and I have a diode on each side, a diode pair on each side. You can do any diodes you want. Don't overthink it. I'm doing germanium silicon. Now, this is where it gets interesting. I now will join these diodes in holy matrimony. Sorry, I just had to say it. So now I'm joining the two diode pairs that I made, and I'm going to solder that down. This is getting crazy. I mean, you didn't sign up for this. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm combining it, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this wire on there. And is it clean? No, it's not clean, but it's doing the job. You know, this mod's like a, I don't know, it's like a 72 Ford F100. You know, it's nothing fancy, but man, we're gonna get the job done. Okay, here we go. I'm inhaling solder again because I'm an idiot and I didn't turn the fan on. So now we're going to clip all this off. All right. So now I have made the switch. The switch is quite simple. That's the switch. What's my face in there? I keep trying to use that camera. Don't do it, Josh. That's the switch. The diodes are joined. Little assembly there. Let's go down, make them the same length on this side, and strip both sides of the wire. Okay. Let's strip both sides, and then we'll test the clipping. Now, I have to insert this where diodes once were. What diodes once were. Now, it doesn't matter. We're going to use any one of the diodes over here you want, 3 or 4 right here. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter which direction because these are all connected. So, like, it just does not matter. Just use one of the diodes, okay? So, put one end of the wire in on one end and one end on the other. It's not polarized because I have 2 sets of diodes facing each direction. So, you can't mess this up. Just use one diode though. Don't do both. Don't cross it. Okay, so I've got that in there. I'm going to bend this over. I'm going to solder it in, and we'll test the clipping. We're doing great on time. I'm proud of myself. Even if you're not proud of me, I am proud of myself. Here we go. Soldering it in. Inhaling lead. Love it. All right. Let's clip those off. Let's listen. Let's listen to the clipping switch. All right, power it up. Man, we got a blue LED. We got germanium diodes. What are we doing, man? This is amazing. Y'all don't appreciate this. You do not even appreciate this. I'm quitting. I'm selling it all right now on the internet. Highest bidder. Here we go. That's the silicon diode. I'm going to go silicon, open, which you already heard, and then germanium. I love the question, why is it getting quieter with no diodes? That's what I'm wondering. That's exactly what I'm wondering. Hold on. Yeah, something is wrong. Of course, every mod I do, something's wrong. Here we go. Hold on. Yes. Oh, this is the wrong switch. I love my life. It's supposed to be on, off, on. These are mislabeled in my compartment. You remember this? I remember this insane bin full of insane switches. I grabbed one that's mislabeled. On, off, on, on. Ah! Okay. All right. I will not be defeated. I will not be defeated. I'm making mistakes in front of you because you deserve this for some reason. Can I salvage this? I think I can. I think I can salvage this. All right, I'm about to go real fast, and I want to just say I'm sorry for not explaining certain things, but I gotta just switch this over, okay? We all on Team Josh here? Everybody on Team Josh? Okay, nobody's gonna get their feelings hurt. Let's see. Wonder if I can... Wish I had my helping hands. How many times have I said that? That will almost work if I... You'd be amazed at the insane stuff I have done over the years to keep some... Ah, got it. You're watching a master of nonsense here. Okay. All right. Desoldered. Don't ask questions why I use the pliers. I'll leave it up to your imagination. Oh my gosh. Check your switches, y'all. You got to check those switches because you'll regret it. All right, we're soldering that on. Clean your tip. This is hilarious for someone, not me. Okay. Now, because I was able to pull those straight through, oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. They fit right into the new switch. I am inevitable. This feels great. Here we go. Why'd my picture-in-picture shoot to the other side? I don't have time to even ask or want to know. All right, proper switch. Y'all. That's germanium. Sounds awesome. Hold on. It's out of the case, and this power jack's like, I'm gonna end you, bro. Here we go. That's open clipping, like no diodes. That's silicon. was the MiG-50 like cranked. Felt good, sort of. All right. Now we're at an hour. I'm doing good here. I'm going to reset my timer for 30 minutes. Okay, we got 30 more minutes. I got this. I think I got this. All right. So we added GE pair, that means diodes, and silicon pair on, this is key, on, off, on toggle. Whoever threw that in the chat, you saved my butt. Thank you, because I glanced over and I was like, yes, I bet my switches in my tackle box are mixed up. All right. We just need to add that gate thing, the whole gate thingamajigs. Okay, let's do that. We got this. We're going to unhook it. Be very careful. See this ribbon cable? It's making me nervous because they break. And when they break, all hell breaks loose with them. I like to do a little twist here. Kind of helps tighten up. That's way too much cable, I'm aware. But again, we're not trying to be clean here. We're just trying to get it done. All right. So we want to remove R20. This is a surface mount resistor. So we're going to remove it from the top. Now, a lot of you are panicking. You're like, oh my God, he's going to remove surface mount. I can't do that. I heard people on the gear page say I can't. R20 is this little square. Here's all you got to do. It has solder on that side and on the other side of it. You're going to take your iron, heat it right here, and push it up. It's going to come up. This is not hard. It's not rocket science. We're going to do this together. Okay? I'm skipping my own ad over here. All right. We're going to take our soldering iron. We're going to put it on R20. Let it get really hot. It just came right up, literally. Hold on. Okay. Now you'll see R20 is like dangling in the wind here. It's halfway off. See it? Okay. Take your iron and just gently, there. I removed it all the way. It's burning on the tip of my soldering iron. I smell the plastic. That's a surface mount resistor. That's toxic. I love it. Nothing like some toxic smells. So now I've removed a resistor. Okay. Now I need to do this quickly. I'm going to take a 50K pot. So we, right here, remove R20, replace with B50K. This is going to be a gate control. You're going to like this. You're going to send me a Christmas card for this one. All right, on the back of the pot, we've been through this in short circuit if you're a veteran. Sorry, toxic. Such a banger melody riff. Okay. Lugs 1 and 2 need to touch. Okay. So we're going to just take pliers here. We're not going to overthink this. You count the lugs on a pot. I wish it would focus. There we go. 1, 2, 3, if you're looking at the back. So let's just make these touch. Actually, I want to clip these off because these are not the right pots, but I'm going to make them work. So I'm going to clip these legs off. I don't want them. So I'm just, trust me, these are for breadboarding or for board mounted pots essentially. So I clipped them off and you can kind of see, is that dangerous? Sure, it's dangerous, but I'm in a hurry. All right, so now I have 3 holes there on the lugs. So here's what we're going to do. Real simple. Because I don't have my helping hands, a pair of pliers will do wonders. I'm going to get my yellow wire back out. I'm going to pull off a couple pieces that's too big. Let's zoom out a little. Give it some breathing room. Okay. Again, let's get 2 matching pieces here. And bam. 2 matching pieces of wire, and I'm gonna go ahead and strip all the ends. So 4 ends off of that. Let's see here. I'm just stripping the wire on all sides. If you're new to this show, there's a lot on there. JHS show playlist, go to short circuit. There's a link in the description for any parts. You might be wondering, how do I get into this? What parts do I buy? There's 1,500 of you on here now. Amazing. I'm classy today. I have a Nike shirt where it's like kind of hidden. I mean, that screams class, right? Is that classy? My kids, I think it's bussin'. No, they would say drip. All right, so we have real simple here, just so you can understand. On the back of a pot, you essentially have 1, 2, 3. That's how you look at the lugs. We want 3 to be alone, so I'm just going to put that through here and solder it. This pot is not the right pot because it's for breadboarding, but whatever, just find the right pot. If you're in the chat and want some help, someone will help you find one. So I'm just soldering that on there. Okay. Move that too quick. Hold on. Reheat it. Okay. Now, remember we wanted these to touch. So I'm actually going to go from underneath here. This focus is almost good, but not really. What are we on here? What's our focus setting, Josh? Not that setting. Okay, hold on. Let me figure this out. We have... Oh, that's what's going on. We'll go wide. Okay, I think I fixed that problem. All right. So we're going to go like through the pot. And then we're going to touch that wire across to the other lug. Like such. See, I've bridged. I put the wire through and I'm bridging it over. Not that crazy. Not that complicated. Just a way to do that. I'm actually going to go back underneath so the pressure will keep it touching, and then once I solder it all on there, it'll be good as gold. All right, let's solder it. Here we go. Okay, and then I'll just add, you're essentially just a lot of smoke. Okay. You can see I just kind of bridged it like that. You know, it's not the best, but it's solid. It's not going to break. Now I have the whole pot system wired up there. Okay. We're doing great on time. I like this. I just need a drink. Amanda Coombs, you're back. Yeah. We have the most solid short circuit family. Nobody can mess with us. We need to do a short circuit kickball game where we meet in some undisclosed section of Canada and we just 1,500 of us play kickball for like 6 weeks and come up with a champion. All right. Here's where it's going to get interesting. You need to solder these wires onto the opposing pads. So essentially, you have like, you know, the little surface mount part looks like that. And you have PCB pad on each side of it, okay? Now I removed the part, so I have little PCB pads like this. It's not through hole, it's just little places for the solder to touch. So what I've got to do is I've got to clip the ends of this wire right here. I got to clip it just where it's just enough. So you see how long those are? That's too long. I want to clip it like real close, uncomfortably close. All right. Now I'm going to pre-tin this, meaning I'm going to add some solder onto those leads, and that's going to be enough to solder the whole thing. And you got to just be really careful. Okay, so we're going to add some solder here. I got to do the fan, literally. I'm going to end up with like, there we go. I'm just kind of putting some solder on there. Not a blob, but not a blob. You know what I mean? Like, it's like there's good blobs and bad blobs. It's a Led Zeppelin song. Good blobs, bad blobs. I know I've had my share. All right. Now, just to remind you what we're doing, R20 has two sides, and I've just got to solder it on here. I don't have a microscopic lens. You're not going to really be able to see this. Forgive me, okay? Here we go. This is not easy. It's not even fun. I'm just going to try to do it here quickly. So, oh my gosh. Hold it still, heat it, let it grab the pad. Bam, I still got it after all these years. It's funny, I pulled up the instructions for this mod. So like I developed all the mods, but I like literally, I opened the back of this pedal, I was like, I've never even seen this pedal, but I obviously had because I developed the mod. All right, it's soldered and it's fragile, okay? I don't want to be yanking around on this, but it's on there, okay? Now, if I had a hot glue gun, which I forgot to hook up, we'd be in good shape. Here's what I'm going to do, though. Man, we're great on time, assuming this works. Let's hook it up. Y'all want to hear the gate toggle? I mean, the gate knob? Let's do this. I'm going to use Gorilla Glue. I like this clear Gorilla Glue. If this works, I'm going to glue the daylights out of that over the surface mount part so that I know it won't break off. Okay? Here we go. Here we go. All right, so what this is doing is it's starving a transistor. So let's make sure where our settings at here. Gain up, treble up. Hold on. There's always something not connected well. Don't panic. That's what just happened to me. It's because it's not in the case. So I was like trying to figure it out. We're good now. Ready? That's germanium with a lot of gating. That's silicon. That's working great. So now we want to case it up. So I need to drill. It's out of the case, so yes, it's noisy, duh. And I want to do some things like there's a wire hanging there. Just want to clip that off. Yeah, this is solid. It's coming together well. Now the part that I need to do well is simply not break it, right? These wires. I want to glue this so that glue can be setting while I... Okay. Okay. So we're just going to take some Gorilla Glue. If you have hot glue, this is my preferred way of holding something that doesn't want to be held. You know, at first I was like, I want the wide angle. No, I don't. I just want it to work. Let's do center. Okay. Center. Here we go. I'm just literally gonna put some glue. This stuff is really strong, and just gonna let it settle on there. Okay. There's a little pile of glue in there for the whole world to share. Okay. So put a few tools away because it's utter chaos on my desk. We're going to give this away. Belle, how are you going to do this? I don't know how you're doing this. We need to give it away. Let me get it cased up. They'll text me a winner and I'll announce the winner of this mod. First off, though, I got to get it in this case. Okay? So I am gonna... I got to get it put in this case. So I need to drill 2 plots. I actually need to put the circuit in it to drill it just because I'm doing this so quickly. I want to be able to see. I really do want to be able to see my drill plots. Okay. So first thing here, remember we removed the battery clip, so none of that. I'm just going to drop this in here. That's some serious noises. Okay. Now I can get a grid for where to drill that. So I'm going to take the Sharpie. I'm going to put the pot on this side because there's a little more room. I hate guessing. I really hate guessing. I'm just literally guessing, which I don't enjoy. But this is live TV, y'all, and I don't have any of my old measurements for this. Same here. I'm going to center it. All right. Let's drill. This is where people thought I might get injured. So let's see. I'm going to remove this circuit back out again. Just lift it out like such. I have a little punch here, which is handy. You can just put it on your drill spot and it will do it a few times. It'll give that bit a place to start. Okay. Just putting it right there on the Sharpie bit. Okay. Also want to go ahead and disassemble this hardware because as I'm stepping it out, I just want to be cautious not to over drill. Same for the pot here. That glue's already holding. It's impressive. Let's see. Let me go wide angle because I know how annoying it can be when I'm off frame. You're all hanging out with me anyway. Let's see here. Need to break that tab off the pot. There we go. All right, so let's drill this. And let I'm just using a step bit, which is not safe at all, but I'm at home and I just recently started modding videos here and we'll see. All right. You know, if I don't make it or if I somehow rip my hand off, I loved you all. No blood yet. So that's going to be the toggle. I just need, so what I'm doing here, I need one more step. I'm just testing it. I don't want to over drill it at all, right? I'll be really careful. I feel like I need a drill cam. Again, I just have like a waste basket right here, and it's really helpful. So let's look at this. That's going to fit perfectly, of course, from the other side. Now, I just need to do this hole. This is a few more steps. Check your bit. Safety glasses. Oh, somewhere. Oh, there's my magnetic cups. Dadgummit, Josh. Get your act together. This is embarrassing. All right, here we go. All right. Ah! Ah! My arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's 6. You gotta love all the noises. Let's check it with another pot. Wait. Yeah, that'd be this one. Bam! I still got it. All right, we're drilled. There's some shavings in the bottom because there was like this old adhesive pad. I just want to take a second. Like, the worst thing would be you end up with like metal shavings shorting the circuit out or something. All right, I got them all out. So just making sure. All right, let's case this up. It is time to roll. Okay. 1,500 people. I am Hopfrog. Josh laughs in face of danger. Yes. CGI blood. That'd be solid. Tone shavings. I like that. Y'all are awesome. All right. Case it. Okay. Y'all, I couldn't have done this without you or with you. I don't even know what that means. But I feel like it means something. Okay, I generally have it on there. So let's worry about the old circuit first. This glue is still drying. And it's hilarious because the glue has ran all down the circuit board. Whatever. You know, in a perfect world, I would have let the glue dry, but I'm on a live stream. We'll be good. Let's see here. I'm just tightening that down. Use my rocket socket so I don't scratch the case. Whammy kablammy. All right. Let's go ahead. Bam. Let's go ahead and fasten the pots down. That's such a better focus. I'm still learning this overhead camera. Someone says, hopefully the glue is not conductive. It's really funny. No, it's not conductive. Let's see here. Let's see here. How funny would it, the glue is not conductive because I'm 90% sure it's not. If it is conductive, we're going to hear like the greatest fuzz tone ever. So either way, we're going to win. Okay. Yeah, you could use goop from the Nauticlon. That's funny. All right, so we have this assembled. I just pray that it works. You know, like the god of Fuzz is going to smile down at me and be like, you did it, son. And then a tone dove will appear. All right. So we're going to put the toggle here. And this is where you orient it. So down will be like silicon, open, germanium. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. We are not going to overthink this. I do like to put that little grip washer on there. Just put it right here. Look at that perfect positioning. I am proud of me. I am proud of me. I'm going to put that grip washer on it too. No, I'm not. I don't like it. It's ugly. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do anything. I'm just going to do it. Do it where it looks better. All right. What other rocket sockets do I have here? I think that's an 8. Bam! The 8 works perfectly on the toggle switch. Tighten it down. Done. The glued pot is now in question. Let's get the glued pot going here. Let's first of all wrangle this around between those jacks. I'm about to land this at 1.5 hours. I feel unbeatable. Watch it not work because I'm talking smack. Y'all know how crazy difficult this can be. Modding in front of people, running the live stream, trying to hang out. Bell, I haven't checked my text. Let's see here. All right, we have a winner, which I'm I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. I'm not ready yet. I'm gonna hold it against you. We're putting the pot in here. Gosh, this is working. Boki, I still got it, man. After all these years, I haven't modded a pedal in so long, but look at me. Look at me. Feels good. Let's tighten this down. There's a little thing I don't like there. We'll need to bend that down. There we go. So hypothetically, I'm being careful, right? I'm being careful with that wire. All I need to know right now is it works. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be picky. I'm not going to worry about the back right now. I'm not going to go crazy about worrying about certain stuff. I'm going to plug it up. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. Let's see. Because this is a one-off mod, I'm not going to do the red knobs. Hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm going to get the different knobs. Okay, that was anticlimactic, but I found the knob bucket a little quicker. That's my 1.5 hour timer. What could I do here that's crazy? I don't have to do crazy. I could put, like, that's what I'll do so it signifies 1 of 1. Yeah, that's absurd. I like that. Let's do that. Okay, that was easy. I just wanted something different, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want it to look like the one we sold forever. So let's put these on. I'm just going to bank on this working, you know? I have no fear. I'm about to give it away. I'm excited. These would be Allen-sized, and I don't have that wrench here. I got to go to JHS, and some of our knobs have an Allen key, and I don't have that Allen key here. It's a little too small. Wait for it. Is it metric? I think it is. Is this it? I'm literally missing the 1. Everything's trying to keep me from finishing these mods. Everything. Where would it be? Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, I've made an executive decision. I'm gonna have to change it up a little, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna have to do something with Boki or Bell. Help me make a note. I really need to get the complete tool set from the workbenches at the shop, because I do not have those Allens. We're gonna have to use some black knobs. It's gonna look good though. Hold on. Let's see. It's not gonna look bad. Everybody breathe. It is a 1 of 1, so it's gonna look cool. And let's see. Yeah, that'll be enough. Okay. Here we go. And headphones. Okay. I really care. And I just want it to look good. But, you know, you got to compromise if you don't have the right tool. All right. We're still debating on if this even works. I think it will work because it worked. Past tense. It's going to look really cool. I don't think we ever did the black on it. I like the giant red, like a nuclear sustain knob. Looks solid. And then we'll just keep it like stupid simple. We'll do like the red on the side. That'd be cool for the gate. All right. Who's nervous? Who's nervous? If you're nervous, say so. I'm a nervous wreck. Okay. The gate is super cool in the middle open clipper position. Germanium. So interestingly here, the original mod never had the germanium diodes. So in the germanium mode, there really isn't a sustained normal big muff tone. So this is really unique. It's like gonna be farty either way. I really like it. I have a violet over here, just on my amp. Hold on. Let's stack it. That is so good. This germanium mode is so glitched because it was not part of the original modification design. So when I put it in there, I didn't compensate. I would probably put a 100K pot here to compensate for how low gain, how much they clip, causing a low volume gain. But you end up, look at this. So gate all the way off, it's still gating. Germanium mode, volume up, tone up, sustain halfway. It's amazing. All right, let's give it away. This is the 1 of 1 JHS MoonPie. What did I say earlier? MoonPie germanium. It's weird. It's quirky. Some of you might not like it, but I really love it. Let's give it away. And the winner is, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. The Bad Guitarist. The Bad Guitarist wins this, and we'll ship it out tomorrow or the next day. So I'll let Belle and Joshua, whoever deal with gathering that info, everyone congratulate the Bad Guitarist. I'm going to put the stickers on here because, you know, without the stickers, it's not really modified, right? You all agree. Let's put them here. The Bad Guitarist. Everyone give a congratulations. Let's put it over here so it offsets the graphic nicely. Whammy kablammy. Look at that. So nice. I'll put another one on the back. The Bad Guitarist, let me know you saw this. We'll put another sticker on the back here. 1 of 1. I will sign this back plate right now. Here we go. For the Bad Guitarist. December 9, 2024. Yeah. Sign it off. Bam. Bad Guitarist here. Bad Guitarist, once you claim it, I'm out. This has been a really, yes, Bad Guitarist, I see you. This has been awesome. Thanks for hanging out. How many people were on the stream? Do I even want to? 10,000 people have came, left, gone, stayed. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do next. I might build a hotcake kit. If you're interested in that, let me know. Or I might modify the Behringer Super Fuzz. You can drop that in the comments. All right. Bye, everybody. If you like this, hit like, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon to get notifications of future episodes. This week, I think I'm airing a little stocking stuffer guide for guitarists. So if you're on here, feel free to share that with people you want to buy you things. You get what I'm saying? I'm making a video so you can share it. You know what I mean? Okay. Now that you know what I mean. Yeah, we've got some cool episodes coming up. We're putting out a couple things a week here lately. It feels good. We thank you for all of your watches and likes and just supporting the channel. Go share this if you've enjoyed it. The live streams, it really helps all the engagement. Lives are tough. YouTube never serves them well, but here lately it's been really, really great. Thanks to all of your comments and just engagement. We really appreciate that. So have a wonderful week. Bye-bye. And officially now, bye-bye.